What is community? In the film industry, it's not just talking about films, but supporting each other by sharing and creating opportunities.
Everyone came together as a community, and we got to see very neat artwork.
And want to support local businesses by using my talents and skills to show their talents and skills.
I'd come down and get some hot dogs, give them a whirl, support local businesses.
I'm asking, what makes them stand out, and why should we support local? Find out this and more on The Local Beat. Today we're headed right outside of downtown Latrobe.
We're 512 Coffee and Ice Cream. A lot of folks were doing coffee and tea to widen the demographic of folks that came there. And then coffee and ice cream. We also provide catering options. We also provide a festival for Latrobe. It's called the Latrobe Italian Festival. And we try to be involved in the community as much as possible. Yeah, so that's what we do. I think we're an asset to Latrobe.
So what's your favorite thing to make on the menu?
Favorite thing to make a rice bowl.
Rice bowl?
Yeah, that's it. I love rice bowls.
So what's a rice bowl? That's not excellent.
All right. It's a bowl of rice, fried rice. So we throw like the breakfast stuff in the rice. So you cook the egg up, sausage, bacon, onions, tomatoes, garlic. I throw some spinach in there. Yeah, you just fry it up on the stove. We have the 512 sauce to it, so you got a little bit of 512 sauce. Brings out some flavors in it for sure.
Speaking of the 512 sauce, what is the 512 sauce?
512 sauce is a combination of mayo, sriracha, secret sauce in there to make the sauce. But yeah, it goes on everything. We put it on our smashed burgers, it goes on our breakfast burrito, mountain muffin. It's like a very overall versatile sauce. But yeah, it goes pretty well. Well, I lived in Hawaii for a long time, so when I was like your age, I spent about 10 years out there. That was like the breakfast champions there. I eat a rice bowl every day. Now we've become more of a cafe. So now we provide like all kinds of homemade sandwiches and soups and things of that sort. But now the name 512 Coffee and Ice Cream, if you've never been here, if you just see the name, yeah, you're thinking coffee and ice cream. Good one. Both parts of the upstairs and the downstairs are being used as a business. So the upstairs is our Airbnb. We have 2 Airbnbs up there. You're from all over the world. A lot of folks who get married, like the bride and groom, will stay upstairs. Some folks have rented the whole upstairs as like 2 separate units. So it sleeps about 8 to 10 people.
I saw on the website that it said this is a historical building. What's the historical
building? The guy who owned it, his name was John Oshler, and he fought in the Civil War. The Oshlers, the main house, and then his 2 sons. John was here. I forget the other guy's son's name. He lived next door. But they both, after they fought at the Civil War, they came back and they built both these houses. They fought in Gettysburg. So what they did, people, if you fought in the Civil War, people who fought in that area made monuments themselves. So you got all the buddies together and say, hey, this is where we fought, let's put something up. So 7 of the bases at Gettysburg, they're marble bases, these white marble bases. And John Oshler and his brother chiseled away those bases and brought them out to Gettysburg. Presented a noble chair, I think from the president at the time. So it's in the Historical Society. He's a veteran of the Civil War and colonel in the National Guard. Yeah, it sounds like a big shot to be able to then go down to D.C. and retire and stuff at the time. I'd imagine there's been a couple presidents that have walked through the house before. So. I help organize the Italian Festival, my father and I, and we have a committee of folks who get together and we provide, it's a 2-day event, provide entertainment and food, fills these 2 streets right in front of our shop here. So we reach out to different vendors, applications and things like that. So vendors who would like to participate go online and sign up to be a food vendor or craft vendor. We try to get all of our local Italian eateries around here. We're pretty heavy with Italian eateries and have them participate. We've had some good participation, I guess, from all the local restaurants in the past years, and it looks like the same thing this year. Yeah, we're excited. It's a fun event. The atmosphere, the local draw, the getting the participation by our local businesses and the community. It's a fun thing. It's a good thing. People look forward to it. What does it take to run a business? It's a loaded question, but you have to have a lot of assets, personal. You must be strong in a lot of different things in order to have a successful business. We got a snow truck going on out there right now, so we're moving all the snow. Go into small business. Small business is difficult. Yeah, you got to be motivated. You got to be motivated, diligent, consistent, hardworking, passionate, like all of those things. And in addition to all those things, it requires all the time that you have. You got to marry your business. You really have to dedicate an exorbitant amount of time in your business for it to be successful. You got to love it. Like, there's not one day, I don't think, in the past 5 years that I woke up and I was not like motivated. I was not like looking forward to the day. You're in charge of your own destiny, and each day you can get better at what you do. You're the only one deciding that, and you're always looking for the larger goal or objective that you set for yourself. But you just gotta accomplish small tasks throughout the day, and then you can make the success out of it. So a small business takes a ton of dedication, and keep on it every day. Yeah, the atmosphere of here is different. Small businesses in general have the opportunity to create relationships with their customers. Like, that's the number one thing. The uniqueness of our building, customer interactions. Those two things make us very unique.
So the last question that I have here is, why should we support local businesses?
That's a good question.
It is.
You know why? Because, good question. What's up? Why should you support? Oh my God! Support local businesses. Lady, they're far and few between right now, and they continue to lose. You continue to lose local businesses all the time because it's very difficult to compete price-wise with corporate entities. So in order for small businesses to survive, support establish those relationships with the community, and then provide something a little bit different. So we provide some homemade stuff down there. We got a really cool atmosphere, and we do love what we do.
It was so great to meet Mike and see all of the amazing things that he does at 512 Coffee and Ice Cream. I hope to see you in the next episode where we dive into a place that doesn't serve food. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next week. Stay awesome.